Atu ki te marewa,
Madam Speaker,
mai ne wa tutu.
please be seated.
E te o me ka tika ki anō.
Parliament is resumed.
E ka mata kone te parliament.
Honourable members, before we suspended, the Honourable Minister Vaini Mokoroa had the floor and you may continue.
E te o mema i mua ka tātou ka kotie, te tutu ara te mema pai ne mokoro.
You saying that we would like to thank, on behalf of the committee, the many people throughout our visit and meetings both here in Rarotonga and in Outer Islands.
E te mai ne wa tutu mua ka tātou ka kotie, te kamete ki arau i te o taike, te o putuputu ngā pōrua, te itau tunu mai te anga ngā te komiti, i Rarotonga nei e perakatoa e pinia ka te kukane.
I thank each and every one of you that came forward to hear, listen, and if you have spoken at any one of these public meetings, from each and every committee member, and more so from myself as chairman of this hard-working committee, may te kamata, and may the good Lord continue to bless you.
Me ko koe te tai ana mana ki te tūtō, uri manako kawhikame manako ki te komiti nei, narato tūne i ako i te tūtō aka metaki a te o mema pōrua o te komiti nei ki orana metaki mata.
This work would not have got to this stage without the professional and continuous input from our Crown Law Office staff, and more so to the Deputy Solicitor General, Kathy Bell. May te kamata, Kathy, for your assistance.
Karati a nganga e hoti ma te metaki marira i te tauturu a te tuanga o te akinanga o te ture e parakatoa te ake ki te lawyer Kathy Bell, metaki mata ki a koe.
Although I have not made personal contact with them during this process, but it is much worthy that we take note and acknowledge and say thank you to the New Zealand Parliament Services who are always on standby to assist us, as I am told, not only with this bill, but with the many other pieces of legislations that we have been introducing or amending. Me te kamata.
No atu e ka reo i arawea ki rato i te tuanga e taura ki a koki tātou i te taika metekeanga ki te tuanga parliamenti o Nutirini. No tā rato tauturu mata i te tātaanga o te turi tamanako e perakatoa. Te mangunu i watu te o turi tamanako tā rato i tauturu no te kukaneni i ngā mata i topu.
Madam Speaker, let me also thank and acknowledge the work of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Immigration, also the Secretary, Ms. Pairu Herman.
Mai ni watu tuana no kotoa i te oronga tu tako metekenga ki te tuanga o te akatomo pasire o Foreign Affairs i tarato Wartaki, Pairu Herman.
And the Principal Immigration Officer, Ms. Kairangi Samuera, who is sitting with us.
E te tamaini akatere i te tuanga o te Immigration Kairangi Samuera.
Me te kamata kia kōrua.
Thank you very much for both of you.
Madam Speaker, there are, however, serious considerations and implications required for this bill that would have a roll-on impact on our Constitution and other relevant legislations.
Mai ni watu tu e mātau atu te utuanga, te karapaki, te ture tamanako nei ki runga, me ta tātou papaturu metua o tō tātou pasire e te waituru.
Our people would have no doubt heard the concerns and submissions of my esteemed colleagues in the House.
E ko tuku mai te iti tangata i tā rātou tamanako, tā rātou tutua ki aku, e tō mātou mema i runga te komiti nei o tōngutu are.
Pertaining to and reporting to the House the different and the many concerns that our very own people have brought forward.
I te oronga meanga, i te manako, tuku meanga te o reporti, i te tuke o te manako o tō tātou iti tangata noronga i te tumanako.
The Honourable Selina Napa, during the debate, raised a concern, an issue in terms of Section 7.4 of the report.
E ko te mema Selina Napa, i te tuatou upangara, ko tukuma te tai manako noronga i te numero itu topata a o te report.
This is pertaining to the ministerial discretion as stipulated in clause 42.
Noronga te ia, i te mana te oronga ia ki te minita i raro ka te irawa angauru marua.
This issue was highlighted frequently and debated vocally amongst our people.
Ko te ia tu mana konei kua tutua i tirera kua taumaro i tirera tō tātou istangata.
And the emphasis amongst our people and the inclusion of the arongamana into the vetting process became the norm.
e ko te mana ko mātaanga ki taru i ato tātou aronga mana e te isanga ki roto i te akarakaranga i te apatia.
I can recall the Bishop Pere when we held the Puekura consultation.
Mara nei aku i te ormetua tae ke Bishop Pere i te tutuanga i Puekura.
The Bishop was straight and to the point in saying that the vetting should be undertaken by RAC, Uyariki and the Minister.
E kua tutua tika o mai te Bishop i te tutuanga ko tia akarakaranga tau te ira nā te tuanga te RAC, te Evangelia, ta te ronga Uyariki e parakatoa te minita nā rātou e akarakara.
We all know that each puna or island have different structure in terms of its traditional setup.
Nā tu e te waine i te o tuanga taonga i runga i te o paenua.
Where some puna have a ariki and some do not have any ariki.
Te tai o puna e ariki tō rātou, te tai e kāre o rātou ariki.
Some islands have local government and Rarotonga don't have a local government.
Te o paenua e o kawamani inua tō rātou, i roto nei kāre e kawamani waka.
Some puna have a ariki, where some of the arikis are currently residing in New Zealand for different reasons, but they have a kawono.
Te tai e o waka e ariki tō rātou, te tai kāre o rātou ariki te no nei i te inutireni, nā rā te me kauono tō rātou.
It has been proposed by the Select Committee that the discretion rests with the committee made up of the RAC, Arongamana and the Ariki, where appropriate the Island Council.
E tāmana ko e maina ki te komitie, ko te tikaanga, te oronga i ki te RAC, ki te Arongamana, te Uyariki, para katoa ki o mai te o kawamani o te paena.
However, there are issues with setting up a committee in terms of its framework, decision-making process, budgetary constraints.
Nā rā te waine te te o ngata, te akatupuanga te o komiti, no runga i te rato iro ture e para katoa te akapoonga muni.
A committee would negate the purpose of this discretion being a residual discretion that should have limited use.
Ko te te komiti me te ka tipu teia i te tikaanga te hono e roro ki te ture.
Into something that creates more of a path for permanent residents as opposed to the system.
E ka riru te rira i te oronga i te tai rawanga ke, nā te oronga e kimi nei i te tai PR no rato.
And this could also be raised within the bill or in the new regulations that is still to be developed.
Aroko te e ke taru i ki roto i te ture tamanako me kore ki roto i te o ture iti me akano i e te rira.
Removing the exercise of this discretion to a committee also undermines the accountability for the decision making.
I te kiritianga i te mana no roto mai i te komiti ka tukatau te tuku angatika.
The Select Committee's views is that the decision making should rest with the Minister,
O te mana kono o te komiti ki no o te tuku angatika, te mana tuku angatika ki te minita.
who is ultimately accountable to Cabinet,
E ko i o ki te kātua tuki mua te cabinet.
but that the discretion should not be absolute.
E nā rā tia mana ki hore tia e mana mutukore.
Madam Speaker, I would like to end my talk here, and I would like to thank this House for your support in taking us over the first hurdle in tabling an amendment to our Constitution.
Mane watutua no te koti tako tutua ma te kameteke tu ki a koe, te o tauturu, e roke i e tato te koti te akatukianga ki te ture, e papature me toa.
These matters and concerns was not taken lightly,
O te ao mana kono konga, e te ao mana mana tā kariti re, i te mea ngō i oa, i te mana koe ang.
you would have noted that the Leader of Opposition said that I was stressed out from reading these reports.
Mare a kotoi te tutua mai, te arataki o te tua patoi e mamaisika e toko katoi te raweanga o te reports.
I have no doubt I've seen that on her as well.
Ari e koko e koki te katoa nao te kironga i ai.
We know that the foundation we set for today,
O ki te tātou, te tango tā tātou ka akamō i tira,
solid as it should be,
matutu,
will be the foundation which this bill will be set in for our country to implement for the next 40 to 50 years.
ko te tango tea, ka rauka i tō tātou pasire, i te rawe i tāna o nganga no ngā anga uru, i rimanga uru mata isi mua.
I once again thank each and every member in this House. Te tua te ora. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Te kameti kia kōtu neo i a koto katotoa. God bless.
Thank you very much, Honourable Chair of the Immigration Bill.
Me te mata e te tamako te upanga o te committee runga e te turi tamanako a tomo pasire.
Honourable members, I'd just like to explain the procedure that we are going to take now.
E te o me manono o au te akamara matu i te o takataka ianga ta tātou ka rawe i tēnei.
I will be putting the question on the motion, which I will read,
Ka tuku atu au i te aka keuanga tako ka tatau atu.
and we will go into a division vote.
E ka aere tātou nā runga i te tai ikianga tūkironga me kore division.
If you can refer to your Standing Order 149
Me ka
in
roke
your
au.
Standing Order book.
E ka akara koutou i roto i te irawa ture tai anere e anga ora maiwa i roto i te ture aka tere anga upang.
The reason we are going to do this, because this bill is wanting to change the Constitution, and it's very clear
Te tomo ka rawe i tātou tia no te mea ko te ture tamanako te tauhi ni aia i te papa ture metua e taka metaki
in the Article 41 of the Constitution
ra roke i te atikara anga ora matai o te papa ture metua
that the second reading or the vote on this needs to sit for 90 days before the second vote, the last vote is made.
e ko te rua te tauanga me kore o te rua te ikianga o te vote e ka no te rira no te tai i wanga ora mataiti e tatau ia i wanga ora marama la e tatau ia no te toru o te tai
And we will require a 2/3 majority for this vote.
e ka anono ia te tai rua toru o te taneanga no te tai ikianga
To succeed.
kia pāti te rira.
So, I put the question that,
Nō re te tuku neo te ikianga e,
in accordance with Standing Orders 266,
e ke tau ki raroke i te ture aka te ranga upanga rua anere e ono ora maona,
for the report from the immigration, I beg your pardon, yes, you have the floor.
Madam Speaker,
mai ne watutua,
rather than discuss this on air, I was just wondering whether we can have this discussion in camera, only because
mai ne watutua, mana ko e ia tātou i tūtō te i mo te katoto pene, ka tūtō o tātou te tai upanga takake no te mea,
and the Crown Law can be part of that discussion.
e ke ho mai te tuanga akinanga o te ture ki roto i te tūtoanga,
Because we're dealing here with two matters.
no te mea te akarakana nei tātou i nunga te tai ngā tumu manako e rua.
The report itself, minus the Constitution, does not require 2/3 majority to adopt.
E ko te ripoti, kare e ia e anono ia te tai tareanga rua toru kia mana tere, arike e tere.
It is only the bill, which is now called the Constitution Amendment number 29, is the one that requires a 2/3 majority.
Ko te ture tamanako oa no ngai te aka tukeanga i te papa ture metua, anono ia te tai tare rua toru kia mana e.
And my reading of the standing orders at 149, but I was going to refer, Madam Speaker, to 143 as well, which may be necessary only in respect of the Constitution, but not in respect of the report of the committee, the Select Committee.
Me akarau i raro ke te irawa tai anere anga oru maiwa, e parakato me akarau te irawa tai anere e torongo oru maturu. E karetirira e anono ia, no te reports i marira, no te tauianga o te papa ture metua.
I am happy to be corrected by the other side, by the Crown Law Office, but that's how I see the process going forward.
Ka ariki au me kakatano i mai au e te akani ngā tuture i nara ko tāko toko marama ngā te, tāko e te tauna.
The reason we are going this way is because you need two voting for between the 90 days. And we have already done the second reading of the bill.
E tumu I rawe tātou tia, no me hanono I tātou ki tuku I rua, tuku a ngā tika e mana e te iwanga uru rā, e ni te mea kōtia tātou te airanga mua.
And your report includes the amendments that you have put into your bill because it's attached to your report.
E ko tākotou ripoti, ko tapiri e te irira ki roto I te ture tamanako.
After we do this voting, this is going to sit.
Me oti tātou te tuku te tai ikianga, ka no te ia,
But recommitted to the House
nara ka hokia mai ki te ngutuare,
if it passes.
me mana te rira.
Then we go to deal with the Constitution Amendment.
E te rea kāneke tu tātou te akarakara ki runga te katauianga, ka te ture papature mitua.
And after the second reading, it's going to sit again.
E muriaka I te rua te taonga ka noo ka ati rira.
And so therefore, for the immigration bill, the second vote will be when we go through this third reading.
O rea no runga I te ture tamanako ko te rua te ikianga, me uti tātou I te neke nā rato I te rua o te tataonga.
That's the reason we're doing it this way.
O te tumu te I rawe tātou te.
I was just wondering with the Minister whether we could have this discussion off camera.
E wini au ki te minita me ka upanga takake tātou,
I mean in camera, not off camera.
in camera.
With in-camera session, Madam Speaker, just so we can clarify this.
E pachene o te tai upanga takake, te mani watutua.
All right. Parliament is suspended to go in camera for 15 minutes.
Te mata te ngaru e poto nei te Parliament no te tai tengoru marimo menesi, no te tai upanga takake.